YouTube. Face page.
Face page?
Yeah, same difference.
What's face page?
I'm an old man.
What is face page? Is that a real thing?
No.
No.
Oh, is it book a face? Is that what you're talking? Are you referring to book a face?
Okay, that's that. That's that. Okay, we got that one going. Face page is going. All right. Let me.
What is face page?
I was just asking that same question. Like, what is that?
It's the old people's way of saying Facebook.
You could at least say book a face.
Oh my god.
So let's do this. And here's a stinger. Let's do. We're live there. All people. Okay, so that Facebook camera going. Let's try this out. Go to the VCO player. No. Hello? Okay. Sorry about that. I gotta get this theme music up and running.
Theme music.
Right. Gotta be professional. I can't even do that right now.
You had one job, Bernard.
I had a lot of jobs today, Monique. I'm trying to figure out how to stop it. Okay, people on the computer, I'm sorry, but we're gonna be down for a little bit. Thank you, everybody. Welcome to listening. Welcome to our show, Festival Addicts. This is the only show on the internet that talks about music festivals, having fun, going in, finding the discounts and the good times and all that stuff. Currently, I can't figure out how to stop our theme music, so we're gonna have the people on phone for mute for a little bit. But I have two people in my studio. Who's in the studio?
Hi, Monique.
Hi, Daniela.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Dead. Brain
Yes.
dead.
Oh,
Body dead. Everything.
Body's dead. Body's dead.
I can barely walk.
Still got music.
Theme music's back.
So this show, guys, we have two people on the phone too. We got Artemisa and Liz. We all this weekend just got finished going to EDC Mexico, and I'm pretty sure we all had a good time. So we're gonna sit here and talk to you guys about the cool things happening, what we enjoyed about it, what we didn't enjoy about it. Want to make you see that it's a pretty cool event to do if you have the money to make it happen. So wait, let me see if the theme music's off yet. No.
Nope, it's not.
No, it's not. So, Misa, Liz, give me a second, and then we'll get you up. You guys are on, but I just can't play it because that. I think it's done after this. So.
It's like an endless loop.
I don't know what's wrong with my media player.
What happened?
It's my media player. There, it's done. It's done. Yay!
Yay!
Misa, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Liz, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. So, we all went to EDC Mexico, right? Did we all have a good time?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize Green Velvet and Claude Van Stroke stopped playing. That's the
You drank that much?
yeah.
There was a...
My face is still tingling from like all the craziness on Sunday.
All the good times you had, right?
All the good times I had. Yeah.
All right. I'm happy that we all went. I'm happy we're going to make a really big group come together for this event. I mean, I've been doing EDC. This is my third year doing EDC Mexico. I think it's one of my favorite festivals to go to. Personally, I think it's one of the best festivals because there's no other place you feel like a goddamn baller. I mean, you go in there, you're like, I got $5. What's that give me? 3 beers? Okay, let's make this happen.
You get 3 beers, 7 tacos, entrance to VIP, and the Uber ride over.
I got a water and 2 beers the first night, and then I like went on my app that tells me how much the conversion is. It was like under $12. I was like, that's not even one beer at home. That's like a water.
So let's do this. What I'm thinking of, guys, is let's talk about what was your first impressions when you got to the location you stayed at in Mexico City, because we all people stay all over the city this time around. So let me ask, Artemisa and Monique, the Mocha Princess, you guys both stayed in Zona Rosa.
Yeah.
What did you guys like about that area when you stayed there?
Misa?
Okay. Well, for me, I really liked the location because everything was there. If you wanted to go out and have some tacos, there were some 24-hour tacos around the corner. There was a nightlife there too. We were. What else did I see? Everything was in walking distance. I didn't have to go that far. I loved it.
Yeah, compared to last year, because this is my second EDC Mexico, I actually really, really, really like the location a lot better. Like Misa said, it was very centralized, so everything that we could possibly need was there within walking distance, even within like a block. And even if it wasn't, it was only like a $2 Uber ride away. So it was very conveniently located, and I actually really liked the location. It was really cool.
All right.
I thought it was beautiful, especially being right next to that angel. That monument right there is so beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. What about you, Liz? Where'd you stay at?
So the first night I stayed at the Airbnb with a bunch of people and had a fantastic time. I really loved that area. It was definitely the touristy area. I got my nails done, my pedicure, $15, which was amazing because that's like a third of the price I pay on the East Coast. And got some great tacos. So it was nice to just kind of get out and see the town a little bit. And then I ended up staying at the hotel by the venue. So it was super easy to get into the venue if you went right from the hotel, not if you're being dropped off by an Uber at the wrong gate. That was not. But that's another story that we'll talk about later. And then, but getting back home was really, really easy because you just walked down the block and then took a left and you were right there.
Liz,
So,
what hotel did you stay at?
I stayed at the Holiday Inn Express.
Okay.
That's where I stayed
Okay.
too.
Okay.
And we had, I think, between Fest Pass about 6 or 7 rooms
Okay.
of people who were there. Most of us were on the 3rd floor. A couple were on the 1st and 2nd. So
Okay.
it was. I typically don't go out and explore on festival day. However, we had a lost phone situation, and therefore
So did
my
we.
Saturday became a complete adventure. There will be videos down the road. We have captured footage that my Patrick, who's been on our show previously, accidentally left an Uber in the car, and we share Find My Friends, and so we literally were able to hire someone and chase down an Uber car for 2 hours and actually got the phone.
What?
You hired somebody to go?
Yeah.
What American money can do in Mexico.
We did. So it was an amazing, amazing day. Got to see the beautiful mountains, went all the way to the southwest part of Mexico City.
Holy cow.
It was gorgeous. We took our Uber driver out to dinner. It was one of those crazy adventures that you never think you'll be on, and it was amazing.
Wow.
Well, we got along really good with our first Uber driver too, and he became our tour guide for the whole week. And he was a private driver. It was awesome. I loved it.
What other festival can you go to and say you can get a private driver for the week?
None. I'll answer that question.
So,
It was quite awesome.
So on location, Daniela, you were at the Holiday Inn Express too.
Yeah.
And you think the same thing, that it was a good location?
So
for
I
that?
love that it was so close to the festival because I love being able to stumble back home and just pass the fuck out. But I did try to go find tacos on my birthday. The only thing I fucking wanted. Walked around for 2 hours, nothing. I ended up getting like a chocolate banana and just going back home and ate at the restaurant at the hotel.
Aw.
Aw.
I also didn't get these tacos that everyone had been talking about, these 24-hour tacos.
Oh,
that
the
were
ones by the
delicious.
Airbnb. Those were fucking great.
Yeah, didn't
That was
Yeah,
the
those
first
are
time I
really
ever
good.
had Al Pastor and actually liked it.
Yeah, I was highly disappointed. But that's okay. I'll just get them next time. It's okay.
So we had people stay all over the city. It seems like a couple near the venue, a couple away from the venue. When you guys had to get to the venue, what were the issues you came across? How much were your Ubers or the taxis, or what did you do to get over there?
We Ubered, so we had the private driver the first day on day one, so that was really cool. Picked us up at the Airbnb.
He's awesome. The guy was awesome.
Yeah. The same complaint I had about the last time I went to EDC Mexico is the same complaint this year. Is that the traffic is very, very bad, and because of that, the Uber drives or rides are pretty expensive. Well, not super expensive, but on day 2 when we got an Uber from the second hotel when we had to relocate, which is coming up later, it was $17 to get to the venue on day 2, which isn't bad, but it's just like,
You pay that to go down the street here.
yeah. So, but that was it. The traffic was just really bad. That's it. That's the only complaint that I have. I mean, but the company on both rides were very good, and the drinks were equally as good.
Well, I Ubered
Our
both
Uber drive on
days.
day 2.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, our Uber drive on day 2 was really good. It was really easy. It was only like 300 pesos, and we actually had one of those black cars from Uber. It was really nice, and it was only 300 pesos, which is like what 20? How much is that? Like $18? Oh, same thing.
Yeah,
That's what she
that's
said. I
it,
didn't
yeah.
think about it.
the conversion rate.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, wait, it was cheap, and I'm like, oh wait, the same thing.
Yeah, my Uber rides for like probably $2, so I was just like doubling the fare as my tip. Like, might as well.
Nice. Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah, well, because I was alone, so I was leaving really late. I didn't want to walk over. On the way back, I walked because I was with a group.
Okay, that's good. But I do want to give a pro tip. My buddies that I've met over the past, since last year, they usually take, the Uber lot, they had an Uber lot this year, which was really cool because they didn't have that.
Sucked.
It
Yeah, so
sucked.
far.
It sucked. It did suck.
That's
it sucked a lot.
insomniac for you.
But it is a step in the right direction if they could just figure out a better way to communicate with the Uber drivers. I think it would be good. But a pro tip is if you want to save and not have to pay for like really high taxi costs, the airport isn't too far away from the actual venue. So you can easily get a taxi there and then easily be picked up from the airport. And depending on where you're going, it's sometimes easier because that's what we did on the last night because it was impossible to get to the Uber lot and like the signal was jammed and everything. It was just really hard. So we ended up taking an Uber to the airport or a taxi to the airport, which was super cheap. And then we were able to catch an Uber out. So it was a pretty
That
fast.
is like the smartest thing
Yeah.
I've ever heard in my life.
So
Yeah,
Dan, Omar, Hector, guys, I'm sharing you guys this tip. So hopefully, thanks guys. We're gonna
The
save
airport's going to be jammed next year.
Hey, it's not our fault. But that's my pro tip, and it's worked 2 years in a row. So thanks, guys.
All right, one quick shout out. We have Michelle from Washington watching us right now. And we have Jesus or Jesus from last week watching us right now. So thank
Jesse,
you guys.
how do we keep missing each other? Like, how does this even work?
He was here last week. Yeah,
I
great.
know
Yeah,
we
he
missed
was.
each other, and I was here the week before.
All right, so we first talked about where you stayed at in Mexico City, just enjoying this. Actually, did you guys enjoy the city of Mexico City when you were out there? I mean, how many people was it their
Yes.
first time,
Yeah.
second time? Did you enjoy just being in that city? Like,
I didn't die. Hey, I was alone, okay?
how about you, Liz?
Yeah, it was pretty fun. I enjoyed our little adventure. We had an amazing lunch, and then had our little Uber adventure to go pick up our tickets for the event.
Oh,
Oh, that's another topic.
we're gonna come to that. We're gonna come to that.
Yes, and then our Find My Phone adventure day. That was probably the best because we literally just drove around for 2 hours and then we were taken to this great place that had wonderful Mexican food. So.
Yeah, I got to wander around the city too, and I really enjoyed it. We got to go all the way to Xochimilco. That was really pretty. That you get like this gondola. It's like 16. You can have like 16 people there for like 500 pesos an hour, which is inexpensive, and have a mariachi play for you. It was fantastic. And then we went to the other side. We even got to go to even a punk rock flea market. We really got out there.
Yeah, if you guys didn't know, there's a big old punk rock community in Mexico City, and it was awesome. It was awesome. The reason why I'm asking this is because, we have a lot of people who may not ever think about going to Mexico and going raving in Mexico. So before we talk about the event, I wanted to get down and let them know, it's just like any other city. It's a really cool place to go. You're going to find the good parts, the bad parts, and all that. And thank goodness none of us really found any bad parts, right?
Right.
Mm.
Right.
Because
we all
walking
came
around
back.
was kind of sketchy, but I survived.
We all came back with all of our organs, and I think that's more than we can expect.
No, my liver died halfway through. I don't know about you.
Okay, like it's here, but it's in you, right? So we all came back with it.
Something hurts in my ribs over here
Don't
somewhere,
say
but
that. Don't say that.
maybe that's why I didn't realize that Get Real stopped playing, because I was just like passed out somewhere, and I imagined the whole thing.
Okay, so the one thing you guys want to come back and talk about was the tickets, right?
Yeah, that
So-
shit show.
Okay, last year, so if you don't know, if you do get an EDC ticket for Mexico, if you're out of the country, you've got to go to international will call and bring your ID and the credit card you used and your blood type and everything else to get the ticket from the ticket masters. Now, the years before, we had to go to the venue and actually wait in the line, a little small line to get in and get your ticket. This year, they gave us a chance to go all around the city to pick up your ticket.
Mm-hmm.
Who had a good time with that and who had a bad time with it?
So I had
Mine
two.
was- oh, sorry.
Okay, go ahead, Misa.
Mine was really easy because we had been out sightseeing all day. Then on their way back, we actually stopped at the Mega. It's like a big grocery store, and we were in 5 minutes between like 7 of us, real quick, because there was no line, there was no way. We just went right in. We showed our ID, our credit card, and then just a confirmation number, and we were out. It was really easy.
So I had two experiences. I had the original where I went to go pick up my ticket, where we went to a Liverpool because they have a Ticketmaster location there, and it was the longest process ever. It was just as long as the year before, except we had furniture to sit on. We had air conditioning, so it was fine. We got to look at really nice artwork.
You're not pissed before the festival.
Right. A few of us took naps. I found some nice furniture.
that long?
Yes. We were there for like an hour and a half. I'm like, oh my gosh. And you guys know I get hangry, but I was real good about it. But it was just
had a
like,
couch to nap on.
yeah, with a nice shag rugs. It was just really nice. Surround yourself with like the artwork. It really nice. You can like make a room and then sleep there. But the only reason why it took so long is because they had two computers with two of the machines, but one of them went down. So that's kind of what made it go really slow. And then, of course, it wasn't just the EDC Mexico people picking up their tickets. It was other people buying tickets, too. And, of course, there was a language barrier for some people, and so we had to find there were translators. But that was the first experience. And then the second one, we went to a different Liverpool, and it was a completely opposite experience. We were in and out in like 15 minutes. So it depends on the location that you go to. And do not be fooled. Just because there's a Ticketmaster location somewhere, it doesn't mean it's going to be a will call facility. Sometimes they're only retail only. So definitely keep that in mind, because we went to a few places and got turned away because of that. So be aware of that.
So I picked up my ticket at the venue, but I came in super late, so there was no line. But I did have the issue that I paid with a card I didn't have physically. So I had to switch cards. It was a whole fucking process. And then I ended up with less money to spend in Mexico because I only had my debit card on me. So that was an issue. And also just finding where to go pick up the tickets was a nightmare. It was just like all fake EDC merch swap me, and it was just like this little booth in between all the other booths selling shit.
I like the little swap meet though. It's great.
Yeah, the swap meet was funny. If I would have gotten there early, I probably would have came back with a lot of random shit.
Yeah, no, it's a really cool spot.
Liz, did you have any problems getting your ticket?
I had your experience. We were with Monique.
Yeah, they were with
that
me. We all
first
took
day.
naps and stuff.
Yeah, it was fun. So it was enjoyable. Just long.
Yeah, I think though from the past years of doing this, the first year I went, it was just go to will call. Second year was go to will call. This being able to pick up your ticket anywhere in the city that had the will call available was a really nice touch. So next time we just know go to a place that isn't as crowded as Zocalo, then you'll have a better time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
because mine was out of the city, and it wasn't like right there in Mexico City. It was like right outside of it because we were coming back from the Basilica de Guadalupe, and it was just right outside. It was so easy. I was like amazed because everyone had talked about this. Everyone being like an hour and a half, and we just walked in and walked out.
That's really cool. And then even today, I got a lot of people asking questions about EDC Mexico. So since we're on the subject of tickets, let's just kind of give everybody kind of a rundown of it. So, of course, you can get your general admission and your VIP. And this year, VIP was only approximately about $214 if you did VIP for both days.
If you bought early enough to.
If you bought early enough. Last year, I paid almost $300, but I bought like a month before the event. So I bought in January of last year. So I paid a lot. But it's definitely worth it. So, and it's cheaper than the EDC VIP. It's cheaper than general admission EDC Vegas.
It's cheaper than parking at some places.
Yeah. So it's $200. It's totally worth it. In the event that you're concerned about it. But yeah, we'll give more information about like the experiences of general admission versus VIP in a bit.
One thing I think they should do is instead of doing will call for international, since they refuse to mail them out, why not just do e-tickets?
That would be really helpful.
Yeah.
But that makes too much sense, though.
Well, the only thing about that would be, I don't want to say maybe not enough technology to scan them or something down there for the scanners, or that's just how they roll. That's the only thing I can think of.
They use the same scanners as the tickets.
Then e-tickets. Then damn it.
It would
print out your e-ticket.
Yeah. If we could print those out, that would be really helpful.
Well, Gio forgot his ticket on Sunday and had to go all the way back because they refused to reprint his ticket.
No way.
Yeah,
I thought
took me
he
up
had to
on that.
pay to get it.
No, he came back to the room, got his ticket.
No.
They said he had to buy a whole new ticket if he wanted to get a ticket at will call.
Oh, no. Oh, sorry, Gio.
Yeah, so he had to take the Uber drive all the way back to the hotel and then come back. I think he got there like around like 7 or something, 7:30.
Oh, my gosh.
So, we talked about tickets. We talked about the event. We talked about all the cool things outside. Liz, you had a story about the Uber dropping you off in the wrong location to get into the venue?
Well, on the map, it looks like gate 6 was like at the very end, and I dropped off at gate 9. And then you had to walk all around the outside, and no one was, I couldn't find anyone who spoke English, and my brain was frazzled. So we had just a lot of walk. And then we finally found gate 6 and made it in. But we didn't get in until like 10 p.m.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, see, I noticed this, that I had my 2 Uber drives when I came in. The first Uber guy dropped me off in the old location, which is north of the venue, right by the metro station for the venue. And that's where we used to come in and out of. Now they have a whole new Uber location, a whole new drop-off location that is right next to the Neon Garden, which is on the south side of the venue.
Yeah.
See, I wish I would have known that.
They didn't tell you. That's the worst part about it.
They were also controlling which way the crowd went. So at one point they had going towards like circuit grounds, and then at one point they would close that off, and then they would make people go towards Neon Garden. That's what happened to us day 1.
So when you get dropped off, if you get dropped off on the one near Neon Garden, if you get dropped off on the one that was by the metro station, you got about a 1.5 mile walk before you get to the venue. And that's where you go through the wonderful EDC swap meet, which is amazing.
I bought stuff there.
I bought an escape there.
And if you get all dropped off by the Neon Garden one, you have, I swear to you, no more than a 200-yard walk to get into the venue.
Yeah.
And that's just some of that pro tip knowledge you need to know about it before you get in. So we all got in. We all had a good time. I hopefully had a good time. Security, how was that for you guys?
Security was better this year. I have to shout that out. It was better this year because I was mad as hell last year. I was so mad last year. They threw a lot of my stuff away.
They only threw away my emergency, but they were like super friendly about it. They weren't dicks like the security here, where they just like kind of take your shit and throw it. They like they just tell you like, oh, you can't bring this in. Like we're gonna throw it away. Like okay, whatever.
They was real mean last year. And that's all I'm gonna say. But
But
security.
I did come in later.
It was easy for us to walk in. They didn't even look.
Yeah, the second day I came in a lot later, and they like went through all my stuff. I guess like there's not a big crowd. Like
So
oh,
they
we have
more
nothing to
time.
do.
Yeah,
Like
let's just go ahead. Maybe that's what it was. Because I know when we came in last year, it was literally just us. And so they were like, oh, let's just check everything. Open all your bag. Open your wallet. Open it. Take everything out of your wallet. Why don't you?
I think they saw the Americans and wanted to give us a hard time, honestly.
They almost got punched in the face. we was eye level.
yeah, the security guard the second night saw my ID. He's like, oh, you're not from here.
So, Liz, did you have any issues?
First day, super easy. Second day, we had some goggles with spikes on them, and they did not like those at all, but they let us in.
That's pretty good. So, security is about the same. Insomniac events, it's a hit or miss thing. That's good. So, we're inside now, guys.
Yay, we finally made it.
Sorry, it's a process. We had to go through this. Let people know what's going on.
Wait, I think it took us as long to get through that as it did to get there.
Look who got jokes finally.
Hey, don't get me started. I get one a day.
So, you guys made it inside the venue. What did you love about this place?
Neon Garden was in a tent, and the cheap beer. Oh, and the guys that were disinfecting the porta potties before you went inside.
Yes. The bathrooms in VIP.
Oh, I was in GA. They were disinfecting them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I don't know if I saw any disinfecting going on, but our bathrooms were very clean too.
They were also handing out toilet paper outside.
They were, but
Yeah.
I didn't like how they were rationing it out. Like, why?
I don't care. I'd rather have a little tiny square of toilet paper than nothing.
This is true, but I mean.
Well, I brought my own anyways.
Oh, you
but-
did?
Yeah.
Kelsey brought her own too.
Yeah, I brought some with me too, just in case.
Okay, so I missed the memo that we bring our own toilet paper. I got it. Okay, next year.
Also, if you get to raise really early, you steal the toilet paper for later.
What? No. I'll just bring from the hotel next time.
The whole roll.
The problems I don't have to worry about. So,
Just wait till you have to shit and you're asking us for toilet paper.
listen, I've been holding for years at these festivals. I'm not even worried about that.
No, the
That-
bathrooms are legit.
That's why you take Pepto before you go if you have a problem. That's what happens. Listen, Coachella was never pretty back when I would used to go. So, well, here, let me break it down, everybody out there. We actually had 2 people get GA and everybody else got VIP this year, right? We didn't even talk about the GA ticket. Was the GA ticket pretty affordable, Liz, Daniela?
It was $140.
Okay.
So like
both days?
one day here.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, super easy. It was, worked out great.
So tell me, how'd you guys enjoy the GA experience of the venue? Like, was there anything that you appreciated that you wouldn't get normally at a venue? Was something that you just liked? Was the crowds okay? I mean,
The crowds are fine, like in my opinion, and I didn't really wait in line for anything. The only thing I hated was the layout of the venue. Like, I couldn't find anything. I was just getting super frustrated. Like, I was just ready to leave.
Yeah, we escorted her to Neon Garden that first night.
Oh,
she could
yeah, I
get there.
saw that.
you just had to find her where the deep, dirty house was
Yeah.
at, leave her there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
that's
we
where I
went in circles,
stayed.
too when we were trying to find it at one point.
Yeah, no, it was the funniest thing because she was really frustrated and she was really sad.
Because I kept ending up at fucking Kinetic Field.
And then it was like an instantaneous transformation once we got to Neon Garden. It's like she heard the bass, she heard it, and she was just smiling, and I was like, oh, this is a different person. Oh my God.
You want to see a real different person happen? Take her away from Cascade for a little bit.
Oh.
No.
No.
I don't think I've ever been more scared in my life. Okay, so in the GA though, how was your food options? I mean, how was the again the crowd, the stages?
So
when you
I
got
only
there?
tried to get food the last day, and I was just so disappointed that the two places I found with tacos with meat that I could understand what it was the al pastor and the chicken, and they were out. So I didn't get any food. They just had like a ton of meat that I was just like too scared to ask what that was.
Liz, you try any of the booths or anything like that?
I didn't have any of the food. We did do the sky deck for day 2, which was like super VIP. We had couches and bottle service. I didn't drink, but a lot of
Did
my
you steal
friends
anything?
Did I? Oh,
I stole a pillow from
did.
Dream State Sky Deck.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It lights up.
It was great though. We had the best time ever, and it was exactly what I wanted, probably a little bit more, and danced my face off. So, and had room.
Okay.
Is Skydeck worth it? Because now I have questions. Like, we've never done Skydeck. So Liz,
Yeah,
talk
but
to us.
we had a process going.
In Mexico, yes. In America, no.
GA, then VIP. Then
Oh,
Sky
sorry.
Deck.
Well, okay, fine. Sorry.
You
We'll come
skip
back.
VIP. Like, fuck VIP. What's
Wait,
Sky Deck?
I've already done
I
that.
didn't
Been there,
skip
done
it.
that. Been there, done that.
Liz skipped it, and Liz told us, "Oh, we don't care about your whole rules and
I
things."
did. So I was GA first day, and I will say this: the crowd, because we came in at 10. We only saw Rez, Grime, and Skrillex.
Oh,
We
Rez
didn't
was
even
good.
really see Skrillex. But the crowd was great until like 15 minutes before Skrillex came out. And then we got jammed in there, and it took us 15 minutes to get out. And we ended up listening to Skrillex from the bathroom over by Circuit Ground.
Okay.
But yeah, so the only thing I pretty much saw was just Circuit Ground the whole time. I didn't have time to explore.
All right, 1 second. Jason, Daniela, thank you guys for Jason and Danica, thank you for tuning into our show. Ask questions. We'll knock it out for you later on.
High five, Jason.
All right.
That's an inside joke between me and him.
Okay.
He understands.
That's awesome. It's perfect for radio. So, Misa
Yes.
and Monique,
Yeah.
what did you guys like about VIP?
Misa, go ahead.
What I liked about VIP was how clean it was. It was something, there was always somebody walking around, with a trash bag, picking everything up. I mean, the place was really clean. The bathrooms were awesome. The food choices were good. And you could buy a bottle of vodka and walk around with it everywhere you wanted in a plastic bottle if you wanted. It was awesome.
And the grass was clean too.
Yeah, that grass was very comfortable.
I know that. Trust me, I made sure of that.
I mean, this is my second time doing VIP at EDC Mexico, so I keep coming back. One, because of the bathrooms, and we have our own private area. So, and I'm short, so I can't see in the crowd anyway. So that raised platform in the middle is fantastic because now I can see the stage, and they put us really close to the stage, so that's really cool. I will say that it's wonderful. I wish all the stages had VIP, but it's okay. Like I'll take what I can get. But there are two very important things that I miss about VIP. One is the ball pit. They took the ball pit away and they put ping pong tables. Like I don't play ping pong, so like I don't understand why they even did that. And then the second thing is the train. Okay, so for people who don't know, at EDC Mexico, you can actually get like shuttled from the main stage kinetic field to Circuit Ground. Last year, it was a train. It was the funnest experience I think I'd ever had.
Claustrophobic.
Okay, some people
I know.
were
I
claustrophobic.
was sold on that one because of
Yeah,
you.
I know it was so fun. You can go like choo choo as you're going down, but I mean it's different. But it's legit, man. Like you get your own
It's
little.
one of those trains from the mall that they put kids in.
It was so so fun. And then because it's not like even pavement, it kind of goes up and it's really fun. It's like rocket shipping. It's fun. And they kind of changed that out for golf carts. So, I mean, I understand they're more efficient, probably more cost effective, probably couldn't get the train again. I mean, I get it.
You guys probably broke the trains.
I'm not going to confirm nor deny that we did break the train.
I legit tried to kick out of the damn thing. I was not happy that train. That was not cool.
I just want everybody to know that I was very disappointed, but I like the golf carts because they were much faster.
Oh, yeah. They're fast. I thought I was going to fall off on one time when they hit one of those bumps.
Oh, yeah. It's just over the uneven payments, like an extra ride. So that was cool. And then, like, I did get a chance. So because there was no ball pit, I had to actually, like, do stuff in VIP. So I rode the Ferris wheel twice. I'm proud of that. Everybody should be very happy that okay, fine. It's okay.
Hey, I'm very excited. I wanted to get on it to take an opportunity to do that.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was nice, and they let us go around many times instead of like the one time you would get.
I wanted to go on that giant thing, just like flip people around.
Where was that at?
It was
In
inside
GA.
the GA.
Oh,
Yeah, but that line was long.
They had a lot of rides this year.
they had a lot of rides.
They
yeah.
did.
You know, I'm with you, Monique. And hi, Precious. We see you watching.
Oh, Precious!
Hi, Precious.
Hi, Precious.
So the one thing I do want to say is that for some reason VIP they tuned down the fun. From the last couple of years, it used to be like a crazy fun place.
Because I didn't get VIP.
A little more whimsical.
Thanks, Daniela.
Yeah, way to go, Daniela.
Ruin it for all of us.
But yeah, it was like they turned down the fun. They didn't have the ball pit, like you said. We didn't have the little train. I didn't like the train, but the train was a really awesome touch.
I don't like it, but I want it there.
But you know, they had VIP at every stage except for the hardstyle stage and the trance stage. Every other stage had a VIP entrance. The Dosaki
Sonic
stage
Boom.
had one.
Okay.
Next to Neon Garden in the area no one could find.
Yeah. The Dosaki stage had a VIP area.
Okay.
The Circuit Grounds had a VIP area. The Neon Garden had a VIP area, and it was weird to me that this was the year that every place seemed empty in VIP. Like Kinetic Field was like maybe the most crowded, and that wasn't even that bad this year.
Yeah.
It seemed like they just didn't sell enough VIPs. There wasn't enough people to do VIP. But it was kind of nice. And the one thing about the VIP, I'm going to say, I'm not a fan of the cashless system, but they have a cashless system where you got to put money on a little wristband. But legit, I tried spending all of it real quick. It didn't go quick enough for me. And you can go buck wild just spending 2,000 pesos, trying your best to spend 2,000 pesos quick.
Oh, that's
And you can eat and drink as much as you feel like and start buying shots, people. You still feel like you still got money on your wristband. And the food, again, there's a place called Butcher and Sons in VIP. They actually had one in GA. And they had the bacon wrapped French fries.
Oh, the bacon wrapped French fries. Yeah, I remember those.
Oh, those are so good. I actually got to try those. Those were really good.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I gotta say a shout out to Sari. Sari is a girl I met last year. I was supposed to meet up with her at the EDC. She's actually from Mexico. She's watching the show. So hi, Sari.
Hi.
But yeah, the food was great, and then also the food in VIP. I had birria ramen, which was the best damn thing ever.
Was like ramen?
Yeah, they had
it
the
was
ramen,
actual ramen.
actual ramen, but instead of like normal meat, they give you birria, like the stewed goat meat for like days, and it was so good, so good. But yeah, it was, to me it seemed like a lot less crowded this year for people.
Yeah.
But Misa, you said it was what 200,000 people each day.
Well, according to like when I saw last year, they said that there was over 411,400 people.
It seemed like there was
That
a
was
lot
last year.
Yeah. It seems like a lot less this year. Unless they were just dispersed. I don't know.
It is a big area. It's a real big area.
It is a big area. Mm-hmm.
So, Liz, you want to brag to us about this Sky Deck thing?
Yeah, let's. It's question time.
Sky Deck is so awesome. So we, a bunch of us were able to go, and we ended up with 16 people. They worked with us, and we had a 6-person booth, but there was still plenty of room. And it's elevated. It's in VIP, but it's an elevated area. And then the bar and the rest of VIP is behind. So we had no one in front of us. We could have direct seeing of the stage. But it was just so nice. You could come and go and have the bathrooms in VIP. I loved it.
That's awesome. I don't know. I think the Sky Deck, when I tried to get in with you guys, they actually told me it cost me like $2 to walk in. I told them they can kick rocks.
Yeah.
It was nice enough. I know Monique got the Sky Deck one time because one of our Groove Cruise people actually just picked you up and lifted you up over the wall.
Yeah. Yeah. Chris and Jen.
So,
I didn't see, they weren't there this year, so, but I usually run into them in Mexico.
So yeah, there's different options. Like we were actually trying to get a Sky Deck to happen when we were out there beforehand for the birthday people for our birthday crew that was coming through this year. But I heard it was pricey. But if you want to go that way, the fact you got a bottle service with it and you got everybody in there, and I saw you guys partying your asses off. It was looking like a good time when I walked by.
Can we know the price?
Yeah.
Can you guys tell us how much it was to get into Sky Deck?
No, I can't because I don't really know what it is right now.
Okay.
But it was definitely something. You got to have someone negotiating because we did negotiate. And the thing is, it's an area of what they charge for 6 people, and we were doing it for 16. So there was like a band add-on fee.
Hey, one second. Patrick, I know you're watching right now. I just saw you come on. Can you just tell us what the price is for the Sky Deck when you paid for it, or give us a range for it, like in the comments, so we can figure it out?
Yeah, because that'd be nice to know, what the price difference is and, what comes with each of them.
Oh, yeah. Edwin, what's up, man? I ain't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for watching the show.
Yeah. So there's a little bit of delay on Facebook, so it might take them a minute to respond. But, the biggest thing is we wanted space because it was all about enjoying the experience. And so we had lots of space for dancing, and the view was just unbelievable. It was fantastic. So
That's
awesome.
amazing. See, all these good things about EDC Mexico, so we have to get down to the negative stuff.
Hold on, there's more stuff. There's more positive stuff to talk about before we get into the negative, because that's going to go on for a little bit.
Go right ahead.
The people are super friendly. That's one thing I don't think anybody has talked about yet.
Right. You're right. Everybody in Mexico is just so happy that you're there partying.
Yeah,
And wearing clothes.
Yeah, everybody wears clothes. Everybody wears clothes. It's not like the rave culture in.
I wore a hoodie until I got inside.
Really? Yeah, I had a jacket around because my shorts were a little short, but everybody is super friendly. I don't speak Spanish, so there is a language barrier, but everybody knows enough of each language to, get the point across. But I met a lot of really cool people, and a lot of people from around the world actually go. So it's not just Mexico, people from Mexico, but it's actually.
I met
really
someone
cool.
from San Diego.
Yeah, very awesome. So that's one thing. It's
Okay, guys. Well, Misa has to leave us right now, so say goodbye.
Bye, Misa.
Bye, Misa. Thanks
Bye,
for
guys.
joining us.
Bye.
Hang this up, and there we go. Should we call Mike too, or just because?
Yeah, isn't he supposed to?
Yeah,
be on the show?
yeah, give me a call.
I'll call him just because. Let's see, Mike Spencer. See if
Yeah,
it's-
and Mike didn't know he was coming until the week of,
that's
or the week before.
Uh-oh.
phone call. Thingy. See, I don't think Liz is on pause. So
She's on pause. Okay, because she was talking, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, what happened?"
Oh, hello.
Mike, hold up.
Hello.
Mike, we hear you.
Oh, good. I'm hiding in the bathroom, man.
Thank you
Thanks,
for
Mike.
letting us know.
Thanks, Mike. Liz, are you there now?
I am here.
Good. Did you hear what Mike said? He's getting a bathroom for us now.
Oh, he's in this.
Shut up. I'm just trying to get away from the music. Lit.
So, Mike, I know you haven't been on, but we've been talking about a lot of cool things about EDC Mexico, the adventure, where you stayed at, and all that. We went through a lot of that, but what were your best impressions about this event?
Honestly, I really enjoyed it. Like going to other Insomniac events, I honestly enjoyed most of them. They're very well curated, but this one, just for us, Americans, the exchange rate's almost 20 to 1. It's like 19.29. So anything you want to buy, a double beer is like 110 pesos, so it's like $5 for a giant beer. for cheap.
Yes.
So everything was just so cheap there. So I was just like, I mean, we got Skydeck and had a great time, and it wasn't that outrageous of a price.
Okay, we actually know what's the price of Skydeck.
What's that?
How much did it cost for you guys to get Skydeck? We're trying to figure that out.
So breaking it down, basically, I talked to the Skydeck concierge for a very long time on Saturday, and on Sunday got him to talk him down. But basically, we got the package